Welcome to Incredible Arts Academy. Today we'll be painting a candle light. The first thing to do is to paint the glow that is behind the light. So we are trying to mix a kind of reddish orange for the first layer. So paint something like this. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Sorry, my background color is still wet. Wait, that's why we have these effects. So we are trying to paint the glue first. I'm using acrylic paints. You can also achieve this using oil paints. The glue should be reddish, more of red to yellow. Now when you look at the effect of light, is a grade of orange, brown, red, yellow, and white. But in some cases, when you're painting a candle light, depending on your reference, you can have some sort of purple and blue shades. But for this light that we'll be painting, we are not going to have any purple or blue shade. So it's more of orange, brown, and yellow, red, that shade, that tone. I want to try to make it more of oval than circle. So this part doesn't have to be a pronounced color because it's the part that is blending into the background. So you allow it sink into the background. Our primed background is not a total black, so we are still going to paint with something that's is dark, you know. If you are new on this channel, do well to watch my past video. I have a lot of tutorial videos that can help you learn how to paint. I've taught several basics of painting, and if you learn all of these principles, you are going to definitely change or improve your level of painting if you follow them. So I don't want to paint the black up to this level because I want to draw the candle first before painting that. Let's draw our candle with orange first. Then we can now go into the details later. So this is the candle body. Now it's having orange feel. We all know that most candles are white, but it's having this effect because of the light in the surrounding. So from our previous classes, we learned that light affects colors and objects around affect colors. So the flame from the candle is what is affecting the output of the candle color. Just like if you enter into a blue room, you discover that colors of objects that you take into that room will change. If you are holding something that has a yellow color, and when you move into a blue room, it converts that yellow to green. That's because colors and objects in the environment affect your color tones. So, if you are trying to paint a realistic artwork, it's always very necessary to consider objects in your surroundings because one way or the other, they reflect on your subjects. And this same principle applies to realistic skin painting because that's why we have several shades of color in a realistic painting of human figure. I've made tutorial video that explain this too in one of my skin tone mixture and also in several paintings that I've done. I made it known that the skin is not built up of just one color. And in reality, whenever you are painting something that looks realistic, it's not made up of just three tonal values. It has several colors. Like it might not be so obvious, it might be minute, but there are other colors in that reference that you need to pay attention to. And these are the colors that makes it look realistic. I'm trying to blend in the edges of the flame into our background again to help the gradation and the realism of this our light. So the next thing is to draw the shape of the light, how we want the flame to look like. So you can decide to make the flame look anyhow you want it to be because it's always controlled by hair. So yours can go in different pattern, but this is how I want the flame to be. So in the time lapse, I try to fill up these colors so that it doesn't look patchy. Now we are going to paint the light itself. First, we'll use a kind of light yellow. Paint out the light and it will blend into this one at the edge. So it's going to be a gradual gradation of several colors beside each other. Then let's move on to yellow. I think we should use a liner brush for this. Then after the yellow, we can have orange, which is what we have there already. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to repaint it so that my yellow can blend into it. We'll blend these colors into each other. We need to repaint our orange. We need to bring back the orange to reduce the yellow. Sorry, I just realized that my hand has literally been blocking uh, camera angle for a while. I'm so sorry about that. So we want to create the details at this edge of our candle. We just want to add some highlights to that part. And also, if you are trying to practice this, do well to make sure you start with a background, with a dark background. That's something like this black that we used. Now, the essence of this is to create that kind of mood that your artwork is meant to have. I know you might not really understand, but I made a video where I drew apple using an underpaint of brown and the one without an underpaint. So the one without an underpaint look less realistic to the one with underpaint. Or should I say it looks the one with underpaint looks calmer than the one without underpaint. So having an underpainting or having a dark background before starting your painting can actually help with the realism because it helps to desaturate those colors you are putting on it. Colors that are naturally saturated, it desaturates them and it makes them look calm. I'm just trying to create some kind of 3D like effect to our candle because it shouldn't be flat there at the top. It should have an hollow so that it is burning. And we are going to create the candle um, stick too. So aside from this, we'll create some sort of sharp highlights like this. It shouldn't be too sharp. Remember we learned from our classes that highlights are not total white. So if you have been joining my past classes, you know that highlights are not total white and you have to always run from total white when you are trying to create highlights. So we have several sort of highlights like this around our candle. That's what makes it look realistic. And we can also have some darker shades too, some browns. Not too dark, but at least a brown that will give that difference. So after this, the next thing is for us to create the thread that shows the flame of the light. So we'll use red, brown, and black to create this. The very starting point here is going to be red, then it moves into a kind of brown black, or we use brown at the top here because now it's inside the flame. Yeah, so you have to create that effect of inside the flame. The flame is going to have effect on it. And the last thing that, or second to the last thing that we are going to do here is to create a sharp highlight at the tip. The sharp highlight is going to start with, just like our candle, is going to start with a lighter yellow. Then it's going to have orange and yellow beside it. Because it's coming towards the thread, the effect is going to be towards the thread. And orange. You can use a liner brush for that to show the effect. So this is how to paint a candlestick, a candle lights in a realistic way. If you want to learn the basics of painting and know more about how to paint, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more videos like this. I drop new videos every Friday, and if I don't drop it on Friday, you get my video on Saturday. So it might be due to some busy schedule. So if you like to learn more and upgrade your skill as an artist, do well to subscribe. And if you have any challenge about painting, drop it in the comment section and I'll try to make a video that will help you out. Thank you for joining my video. I'll see you in the next video.